Of course.
I don't really care. Maybe you should watch my video because you will know how to do a problem.
I'm like doing it right. 1:30 watching your video. Are you streaming yet so I can watch it?
Or you can just
How do I unlock it?
Oh, there it is. Oh, I just want to rotate the device back.
Right, just leave.
Yeah, but my camera's on the bottom. Can I see the whole screen?
Yeah.
Can I see the whole board? Whole whiteboard?
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
That's great.
Can I be in the video real quick? Can I walk in front of you?
Yeah, you can go say hi.
We're in the video. Go say hi on this.
Shout out.
What up, dog?
Yo, the cheaters.
I know you're gonna rap.
But not now. Let's do the math first.
I know you're gonna rap.
No, rap about that.
Omar, are you gonna rap?
Not now. We need to do the word, then I'll rap.
Alright, what's the first problem?
Anything
For
you want.
review
For the review.
For review.
2 radical 50
2 radical 15.
But just the
minus
first problem.
3
Zero.
50
Zero.
50 from 0.
Just the first problem.
There's no division.
There's no division.
There's no division.
Okay, 2.
Minus 3.
We're gonna take out as many radicals, as many things as possible inside a radicand. So what happened is this is a 50. You can see that it's a 2 times 25, 5 times 5. So can you see there? Okay, so therefore you can take out a 5. But 5 is going to be multiplied with 2, not plus. So then this one is the one that we don't have, square root 2 inside. Here is going to be 5, and that's going to be 25, 5, 5. You can take out a group of 5. This one doesn't have anything. Minus 3 times 5, radical 5. And the plus 98, so 98 is going to be 2, 49, and then 7, 7. So you can take out group of 7, so it'll be 7 square root 2. So I'm going to simplify this. 10 square root 2 minus 15 square root 5 plus 7 square root 2. Now you're going to see what happened here is this is called like radical, just like terms. So you can add those two together. So it'll be 17 square root 2 minus 15 square root of 5. And that's it. You cannot simplify anymore because they are different like radicals. Okay? So, questions? Okay, next question. What's the next question?
4 radical 32.
4 radical 32?
Minus radical.
Minus what?
Radical 18.
18?
Plus 2 radical. No, 2 outside the radical.
Okay.
128.
128. Same thing on this one. You should be able to do this one now, once you know how to do it. Again, just break down as much as you can. I'm just gonna do 4 and 4 because that's easier for me. So it's gonna be 4 outside and the root 2 inside times 4 minus, this one's gonna be what? 2, 9, 3, 3. So it's gonna be 3 inside, root outside. Plus, this one's what? 64, so this one is 2, 64. So this one can be 8 and 8, right? So I can take out 8, so it'll be 2 times 8 square root of 2. This one's going to be 16 square root 2 minus 3 square root 2 plus 16 square root 2. So this one's going to be 32 minus 3, so it'll be 29 square root 2. And that's how you simplify radicals. Questions? First 2 questions, you guys should get through no problem. You're going to have a question like this. You have to understand that all 3 are like radical. These 2 are like radical. This one's not different, so you cannot add them 2 together. Okay? This is number 5 and number 6. I don't know why I start number with 5, but okay, so this is 5. And this is 6. What's the next question? 7?
Yeah.
So 7 is going to be
Radical 4 x to the 7.
x what?
To the 7. Y to the 5th. plus 9x squared
9x squared
Yeah.
plus 9x squared.
radical x cubed y to the fifth
Uh-huh.
minus 5xy radical x to the fifth y cubed.
Radical what?
X to the fifth y to y cubed.
I thought it was -5. 4x y to the negative 5.
Yeah, it's negative
Yeah.
5.
That, Sarah,
No, I
that's
got
definitely
that.
not
Isn't it
what.
x cubed?
That's what I got. That's what I got.
Okay, we're gonna go with majority. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go with majority. So we're gonna take out as much 4 as possible, but obviously 4 is 2 times 2, so I can take the 2 out, and 1 is gonna disappear. And the x7, so that means there's a 7x, but this is a radicals 2, square root. So therefore, you have to do 7 divided by 2 is what? 3, with remainder of 1. So the x to the 3, remainder of 1 is gonna be inside, which is x. 5 divided by 2 is going to be y squared, and remainder of 1 y in there. Or you can look at it this way, so x times 7. This is a long way to look at it. You can group all those 3 and get it out here. So plus 9x squared, so 9x squared, 9x to the third, you can take out 1 more, and you can take out 2 here, left with the xy. And now here, we're gonna take out what? X squared, right? So that's gonna be 5 minus 5x squared y to the 1 and xy.
It's x cubed. Well, it's x cubed, yeah.
And then y
Because you have the
squared.
x there already.
X cubed and y
So x squared, y,
And y squared.
y squared.
y squared, thank you. So you realize they are like terms. So this is x cubed y squared, x cubed y squared, x cubed y squared, 5 is all xy, xy, xy. They are like terms because this whole thing is a like term. So you can add them together. 2 plus 9 is 11. 11 minus 5 is what? 6 x3 y to the cube xy.
You mean x cubed y to the square?
Yep. Thank you. Yes.
So how do you get the second step, right? 2x to the, like from 4x.
Here?
No, just that all one.
This one?
Yeah, how do you get the powers?
So this is x to the 7, right?
Yeah.
So technically this is 7x, right? But you can group 3. So 3 come out, it's going to be x cubed. But there was 1 doesn't have any friend, that's going to left with the inside. And y is the same thing. You got 5 people, then you group of 2, so you can get out y squared, but there's 1 y without no friends. Okay? Yes?
Are you gonna give us ones that have a negative exponent on the inside on the test?
I don't think so, not here, but other places may.
Okay, and to find, like, you see how you already had x squared on the outside to start with? How did you, I don't understand, you just add it together?
Yeah, because it's x squared times 1x, so it's like exponential rule, 2 plus 1. 2x squared times x1 is gonna be 2 plus 1.
So you add it, so if it was x cubed and then you had to take out x squared, so it would be x to the fifth?
Yeah,
Okay.
okay, yes.
If the outside part wasn't identical, would you still be able to add it?
No, because they're not alike anymore, they're not like term. In order, so this one's x squared, right? So this, only this 2 can add and subtract, this one is no longer like term. Good question. You have to leave it as because they are not like term. Like term is gonna take the whole thing.
When you multiply, it's different, right?
Huh?
When you multiply, it's different.
When you multiply, it's different, yes. Questions?
So the coefficient can be different, like 2 and 9 and 5, but the variables can't be?
No, variable has to be
Okay.
exactly the same. Because the like term, so for example, good question though, let's say, just a simple thing without radical, right? So it'd be 2x squared y to the 4th plus 3x squared y to the 3. Those 2 are not like term because they are unlike. Now if this is 4, then you can say it's 5x squared y to the 4th. Okay?
So it would be 5x squared, y to the fourth, y to the third?
No, this one cannot add. They're
you
not
leave
like
it.
term.
You
No.
leave it, okay.
Yeah, that's unlike.
Okay.
Because they're not the same. Like term has to be exactly alike, except the coefficients. Okay, so next questions. So this is what's the question next? So,
7.
okay, so what's next question? 8? So what question 8 says?
2 radical 3.
2 radical 3
Plus
Radical
radical 6.
plus what?
Radical 6.
Uh-huh.
All over 4 radical 3 minus radical 6.
4 minus radical 6. So this one you have to multiply with a conjugate because you cannot have radical in the denominator. So it's going to be 4 root 3 plus root 6. 4 root 3 plus root 6. Then on the bottom it's going to be a difference of a square. So this one's a minus b, a plus b on the bottom. So you know the equals a squared minus b squared. We're going to use that a lot because the SAT tests that indirectly. So it's called difference of a square. I hear it's conjugate. So you're using that difference of a square to provide you a way out of radical on the bottom. So therefore, I know this one, this 2 multiplied together is going to be a squared minus b squared. So it'll be 16 times 3 plus 6 and minus 6, my bad. Okay, because it's a squared minus b squared. On the top is outside by outside. It's going to be 8 root 9, which is 3. So square root 3 times square root 3 is going to be 3. So I'm going to say 3. And this one multiplied by this one, that's going to be what? Plus
6.
2 square root of 18.
Oh, sorry. A squared.
Okay, plus 4 square root of 18. And plus 6. So that way it's going to give you what? 16 times 3 is what? 48. 48 minus 8.
40 minus 6.
48 minus 6, so it's 42. So on the top it's going to be 24, I think.
Yep.
Plus 6, I'm going to add a slight term, and those 2 I'm going to handle together. Plus 6 square root of 18. The 6 square root of 18 can be simplified though. You have to be careful with that. So it's going to be 30 plus 6 square root of 18 over 42. So square root of 18 can be simplified. So 18 is going to break up to 2 and 9. So that's going to be square root, that's going to be 3, right? So you can take out 3. 3 times 6 is 18. So it'll be 30 plus 18 square root of 2 over 42. Now last step, you have to split them. Because that's the only way to simplify all the way, and it's useful when you go into deal with later in calculus class when we can take simplify before you do anything. So here we're going to divide by 2, so it's going to be 15 over 21.
And 5 over
You can divide so I can divide by 6, right? 5 over what? 7 plus what? 18 over 42 is what?
9 over 21 and 2 5 more, so it's
So I can divide it by
3 over
6
7.
also, so it'd be 3 over
7.
7 square root 2.
You can write them together too.
You can write them together, but that's just fine. I actually prefer not writing them together, but it's okay to write them together.
Oh, so that's the answer. Leave that as the answer.
Yep.
Okay.
Next questions.
4 radical 5
4 radical 5
plus radical 2
plus radical 2
all over 2 radical 5 minus radical 2.
plus what?
Minus radical 2.
Minus radical 2. So if you see here, there's no difference here. It's start with the minus sign, should do here is plus sign, it's a conjugate. So that's going to be multiplied by 2 root 5 plus root 2, 2 root 5 plus root 2. Now sometimes you start with a plus, you should end up with a negative on this side. So make sure you don't only do it from denominator. You're not trying to rationalize the numerator. You rationalize the denominator. So this one is going to be 2 times 2 is 4 times 5, so it's 20. Minus 2. And here it's going to be 8 square root 25, so it'll be 8, 5. That's the first part. Second part is going to be what? Huh?
4 square root of 10.
Plus 4 square root 10, good. And that's plus 4 square root 5, and then plus 2.
4 square.
So
4 square root 10, not 5.
4 square root of
2 square root
2
of
square root 10.
So this one's a 4 square root.
No, for the inner ones. The inner
This
ones.
one?
Actually,
Choose-
2 square
choose
root of
2
10.
3 square root 10, thank you. I wonder
It's
Two square root
two.
Why is it two?
and add.
Two square roots. Oh, I see it. I see it.
Good, so that's good that you guys find my mistake, because I don't embarrass myself in front of the whole row. So it'd be 42 plus 6 square root 10.
40,
Oh, yeah.
not 42.
No,
No, because
he
he added the 2.
Oh my goodness.
So it'd be, this one is gonna be 42 over 18 plus 6 over 18 square root 10. This one is gonna be 3, 7 plus 3 square root 10, I think.
Yeah.
Am I going too fast?
Yes.
Oh, too bad, that's a video, you can slow down. It's called half speed, in case you don't know.
I don't like half speed. Ludicrous speed.
I usually don't do this. This is the first time I'm trying this. Hopefully this is gonna help you. But I don't know. I know a lot of you guys, like Fahim says, nobody go watch a video, and I do realize that. Sometimes I get 10 view, 18 view, but that's your problem. I did my job. You didn't do your
I
job.
wasn't saying anything bad, I was just asking if anyone.
No. I take that as I look at it too. It's not only you think that way. I look at it too. I'm like, how come there's so many people don't understand? I only have 18 views. It doesn't really add up. No, that's true that people don't access to it. You have to access to things that, look, this is probably more than 3 teachers in the past that can offer you this. Okay? I will say this because I can offer you all the videos, all the things. Even you're sick, you can still watch it. I don't do flip classroom because I know flip doesn't work because nobody watch it.
What's up?
Flip is just you
You
watch,
watch
the
the videos
lecture
at home,
first.
you do the practice at home.
And then you practice in class. That doesn't work because I know I tried it before. I tried it first year. I tried it before anybody in the school tried it. And I know it didn't work because everybody just like put me on mute and just watch a video and copy down the notes, and that's what it is. So the flip classroom doesn't work, but this one I'm trying. So at least you gotta try as much as I do. That's the only thing I'm hoping for. What's the next question?
Number 10.
Number 10, so what's number 10 says?
3x squared
3x squared
minus 5x
minus 5x
minus 2
minus 2
all over 6x cubed plus 2x squared plus 3x plus 1.
I mean, this is a factoring question, if you realize.
Plus 1.
Plus 1, this is a factoring question, and then you want to see how do I, because in order for you to simplify, in order for you to simplify this, you really need to do factoring. And this one is going to be 2 times 2, no, 2 times 3 times 3. So 1 of the 3 will cancel, 1 of the 2 will cancel, this one is 1 over 3. So this is a simple mathematics, but this is just factoring. So we had to do simple mathematics into here is 7th grade, we say we know how to factor this. Now for me, I use a box on the top because that's kind of easy. A lot of people say box without writing, not necessary. 3, -2, -5, 3, 1, 2, 1, and this is 6, and this is 1, and this is negative, so it'd be 3x plus 1, and then x minus 2. So it's almost same handwriting, same writing as that cross method, but I think it's more efficient than cross method, and some people can attest that. And on the bottom, there's 4 terms, so you're going to do grouping. So you're going to group out 2x squared, and that's going to be factor out GCF, so that's going to be what? 3x plus 1, right? And the plus 1 times 3x plus 1. Can I cancel this 3x plus 1?
Why did you do plus
Not
1?
yet.
Huh?
Why did you do plus 1? Oh, because you factored the right side, right?
Yeah.
So I cannot cancel this because it's skewed by this plus sign. However, if you cancel that automatic around, you kill a puppy when you do that. So it's going to be 3x plus 1 times 3 times x minus 2. X minus 2 here. And then here is going to be 2x squared plus 1, 3x plus 1. So this one's going to be x minus 2 over 2x squared plus 1. So that's the answer. There's nothing you can simplify anymore. Can you cancel those 2?
No.
No, because that's not a factor. You cannot cancel those. It's not 2. Questions? question 10. Okay, so can I go more? Okay, so let's go more.
So that's
So-
the answer. You can leave it as 2x squared plus 1.
Yeah, yes. Because you cannot factor anymore. The only time you can factor, cancel. So hopefully you guys write down all those answers because that's gonna help you. Most important is you should try it yourself before you watch your video. And you're gonna see what your mistake you make. And put me in half speed. And then click like and subscribe.
Yeah, that's what we wanted.
Okay, so what's the next question?
18x minus 12x squared.
18x squared.
No, 18x minus 12x squared.
I love this question.
Over 4x squared plus 4x plus 1
I love this question.
times 4x squared plus 8x
Did you really put an x?
plus 3 over 4x squared minus 9.
Did I tell you I love this question?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did I tell you I love this question?
I don't think
Okay.
you mentioned it.
I don't know.
You love it more than your wife.
You put me on the spot.
The wife is a close second.
Internet.
Close.
You cannot do that to me anymore. I know we're friends.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so here is I love this question. Why? Because
Because there's multiple.
Test all.
there's all different kind of factoring here, all different kind, and even this part is kind of strange. So you can factor out here. What are you supposed to factor out?
6x.
GCF 6x, and then what do you have left?
3
minus 2x.
minus 2x.
And now here it's going to be 2x plus 1 times 2x plus 1 if I did a box.
Where'd you get that? Oh, if you did the box.
And the times, this one's going to be 3x minus 3, 2x minus 3, and then 2x plus 3. Use the difference of a square because I can square root both and get that. And this one I'm going to use a box, so it's going to be 4x squared 3, and 4, 3, and 8. So 2 and 2, 3 and 1. Is that good?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'll be 2x plus 1, and then 2x plus 3. This one cancel out.
2x plus
2x plus 1 cancel out. What else is canceling?
You can
So
make
it's
do the
minus
negative
3
1.
minus 2x.
You can cancel those two and get negative 1, or you can factor out a negative 1 to do that. So I can factor out a negative sign, so we're gonna 6x, and I'm gonna factor out a negative 1 times 2x minus 3 over 2x plus 1, and the times 1 over 2x plus minus 3. So this one we're gonna cancel out. So it's gonna be negative 6x over 2x plus 1. I love this question. Can I tell you how much I love this question? Because it has all the different kind of factoring. So in one question, I test like all different way of factoring. Okay, next question.
Number 12.
Number 12, what does number 12 says?
X squared.
What is it?
X squared minus 6x
X squared minus 6x
minus 16
minus 16
over 2x squared
over 2x squared
minus 128
minus what?
128
28
divided by x squared plus 12x plus 16 over x squared plus 16x plus 64.
plus what?
64.
64?
Yeah.
I think this one's 10.
I got 50.
Yeah, I thought it was 15.
I put 16.
I put 12.
Gotta remember that.
I think that's 10.
I put 64.
12 doesn't work.
It wouldn't make sense.
Exactly,
It
that's
wouldn't
why
work
it's
if you
12.
put 10.
Okay, so 10 will work.
No wonder.
So probably the only part that is we need to fix that part, yes.
Mr. Yang,
I got.
you have to fix your handwriting.
I got X
Or
squared.
you gotta
That was
fix
just a
your
bad
eyesight.
picture. I don't-
Caleb,
Why you gotta criticize?
Yeah, Mr. Yang.
my handwriting's more pretty than you.
I got X squared plus 15X.
I think it's just 10.
It should be
It's
10x.
words.
What, is 10X?
Okay, so I hear this one's gonna be x. If I did that, it's gonna be x minus ax plus 2, I think. And this one I'm gonna factor out 2. And it's gonna give you x squared minus 64. Do you see that?
Yeah.
And divide, so I'm gonna do times, and then flip this. So this one is on the top. Okay, so I'm gonna factor that on the top here. So it'll be, what is 64? How do you get 64 from 60 again?
X plus 8, X plus 8.
X plus 8, X plus 8, so X plus 8 on the top, and X plus 8 on the top. And down here it's gonna be X plus 4, no, X plus 8 plus 2. Okay, so now X plus 8 would cancel. And on the bottom here, I'm gonna change this to X plus 8, X minus 8. So I'm gonna erase this part, I'm gonna change that, okay?
X
so
plus 2
hopefully-
can cancel, right?
So this one's gonna change to X plus 8, X minus 8, X minus 8 cancel out, X plus 8 cancel out, X plus 8 cancel out. Remember, it's 1-to-1 ratio. You cannot cancel 1 by 2.
X plus 2 cancels out, your answer is 2.
Your answer is 2, then you
1
got
over
wrong.
2.
Half
It's
is
1 over
half.
2.
Because when you
Come
cancel,
on.
you
Ah.
can get 2.
Ah.
Y'all learned something today. Like and subscribe. You know,
You're
dig.
doing the rest of the